Join the debate as the judiciary confronts rampant judge shopping, aiming to restore fairness in federal courts and to curb the abuse of nationwide injunctions by ideological litigants and fringe right jurists.
Conservative plaintiffs exploiting judicial loopholes face a setback as the Judicial Conference announces new rules to end judge shopping, targeting the manipulation of single judge divisions for favorable rulings and nationwide injunctions, igniting fury among fringe right jurists and Republican politicians. Let's go. All right, Joel. There we go. The gauntlet is thrown down.
Well, it's very unusual that it would happen under this court because but I think that Roberts has been there long enough to realize that he's tired of this. Like there's too much, there's too much. You can't make this shit up. The Democrats did it under Trump, and they continued to do it, and they continued to do it, and it pissed off the Republicans. And now the Republicans think that they can do the same exact thing under Biden by using the Texas courts.
The Northern District.
The Northern District. It's like, okay, guys, enough is enough. I think it's time that this is a good, for me, it's good because I'm just tired of people using the courts as a freaking decision. Look, get your legislature to do their fucking job. Excuse my language, but get them to do their fucking job. I'm tired of this. Do your job, put good legislation forward, and then you'll be fine. But to put, I wish that these injunctions that get thrown down just because it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, let me go find the right judge and I can get this thing stopped. Look, the legislature made the law. Let the law go forward. If it's unconstitutional, bam, it's going to be thrown out. Let the court work it the way it's supposed to.
Well, this particular decision by the Judicial Conference, this new policy concerns all civil actions that seek to bar or mandate state or federal actions. So it's not all civil suits or civil actions, but what was of concern was that one particular judge in the Northern District of Texas, Matthew, and let me make sure I pronounce the name correctly, Kaczmarek, became a magnet for lawsuits attacking federal policies. And he proved to be a rubber stamp for nearly any court order that conservative litigants asked him to issue. From, attempting to ban the abortion drug milfepristone, there we go, to limiting constitutional right to access birth control.
Yeah, the attack on anti-LGBT, anti-abortion,
Yeah.
anti-immigration. All the plaintiffs had to do is ask this individual judge, and it was granted.
And so now there will be a policy in place to reduce the appearance of judge shopping, a lottery or random assignments to judges for particular civil actions. This doesn't mean that jurist Kaczmarek will not hear a particular case. It's just that the likelihood of the majority of these particular civil actions will not be in front of him.
Yeah, I think this is Chief Justice John Roberts, as the article went on to say, was brought, has brought up this problem in one of the annual reports, and now that he's dropped the hammer, he is the head judicial conference.
Yeah.
He's the judicial conference, and one of the other most prominent members is Jeffrey Sutton of the Sixth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Now Sutton is very Robert-ish. Robert, and however they say it, he's a lot like Robert in the figure, and complained bitterly about this. So this is something that Sutton has been upset about. This is something that Roberts has been upset about, and I think what the whole point is what this does is what Roberts has been trying to do since he took over as the Chief Justice. Take the politics out of the court. Take and make the court system back to what it used to be. The arbiter, excuse me, the ones that just take the law and define, they say, okay, this is the way the law is written. This is how the Constitution is written. This is how the decision is written. Instead of, okay, just bring it to a judge that agrees with you, your philosophical viewpoint, and get it, a stay. Oh no, we can't do that. We'll put a stay in place.
And this is the role of the Judicial Conference to set policy for the court system. And so, kudos, like you said, to Justice Roberts for, like you said, bringing down the hammer and saying, okay, we need random assignment of these cases. And of course, there are, both sides to this particular issue, uh, for or against, arguing in favor, arguing against. And, you know, I think it's a good decision from Justice Roberts to just say enough is enough. Let's have some sense out of this.
Right. Absolutely. I can't agree more. Look, I know a lot of people in my party get upset with Roberts, but I think they get upset with Roberts because he's old school. The law is the law, and he's not ideological. And I think the problem with ideological judges is they're predictable. So, it's like when you do an experiment, do you do the experiment with a random with a random uh, selection? Look, random works because you get better results. So a controlled environment doesn't work. And what we have right now is we have a controlled environment, and we
Mhm.
need to make sure that you can't just pick and choose your judges. I will agree with this decision. I looked it over very well. Today's morning constitution was on the judiciary, so it's kind of good that we're covering this right here. Um, we see the we've seen the politicization of the judiciary through the process of nominating. We need to then take and find a way to make this part fair. And I think what they're doing is the right thing. So
Joel,
I,
I have to ask you this question, just some insight. Why would Senate Minority Leader and soon to be on this way to retirement, Mitch McConnell and other senators encouraging the lower courts to ignore this policy? I just don't understand. McConnell calls it an unforced error. It's policy. It's policy that is established by a congressional, edict that allows the conference to make policy. What's wrong? Why do
because the Constitution simply state the Constitution. This is not constitutional. What they've done is, yes, they put this in place, but it's not a legal framework. The Congress lacks the fact that they've ever truly done their job.
Okay.
And now they're trying to scream foul in a way. They're trying to scream foul in a way.
Hmm.
And look, it's because they haven't had the final say. The Constitution gives them the final say, and even if, yeah, you get it. I mean, I try to explain it, but it's hard to explain. It's just
Okay.
them trying to say, "Oh, this not right. Just ignore what they're saying because we didn't say it."
Right. 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 Okay. All right. Fair enough. I wanted your opinion on that, and I I agree with you. I think we're in agreement in regards to the judicial conference setting this new policy is good policy.
Yep. And I have no idea what's going on with my computer, but it looks like I've disappeared.
on on my end, you're just kind of frozen, but we can hear you. So,
Okay, well that's great. Listen,
yes.
I've had Spectrum issues all day. I'm tired of Spectrum, so
Uh-oh.
let's give them a thumbs down for this episode. But awesome. Thank you for this opportunity to talk about the judiciary again today. Um, Morning Constitution, tune in guys. It's an opportunity to learn and for me to express what the true Constitution says. My new book out is Presidential Chronicles. Please pick up a copy today and like, share. David's got the rest of this. So,
We have the Informer newsletter. Please check it out and subscribe. Some great literature for your review and enjoyment. Uh, some excellent insight on the world of politics, the world of business, the world of consulting. So we have the Informer newsletter. We have our blog. We have some great talents who are looking to contribute, and we would love for you to take part in that. And of course, across all of our properties, we'd love for you to comment. We want to hear what you have to say. Again, bring your facts, not your feelings, because we want to have a genuine, honest conversation. We do our research, you do your research. Let's bring it all together, and let's see if we can come up with some solutions that we need to do better. So again, this is You Can't Make This Shit Up. That was Joel Hawksley. I'm David Washington. We'll see you the next time. Don't forget, like, comment, share, hit the notification button, spread the word. We're out of here.